Hey guys, I'm Dov, and I like big guns, I cannot lie. I'm here today with the Vampire Coast. We're going to be taking on the High Elves under the banner of Avalorn here, of course. On this map, being that there is obstructed line of sight, I have decided to bring Queen Bess. Now, old Bessie, nice thing about her is she's a mortar-type artillery, so she can shoot up and over. You'll see in just a minute she's going to get kind of a high angle of fire here. Which is good because she is a massive target and is very vulnerable to counter-artillery sniping by other artillery, right? Such as Elvish bolt throwers, of which the Avalorn forces have brought one. The rest of my army is going to consist of an Admiral here, Lore of Deeps. We've got Vangeist's Revenge and Fog of the Damned. 2 Gunnery Whites to feed ammo to old Bessie. Got tons of zombies, of course. Deckhands with polearms and dual hand weapons, a couple units of fellbats, a couple units of hounds hidden in the woods, and the night terrors for some anti-infantry damage. As for Avalorn, we've got the Noble here, Lariel the Radiant leading the way. Of course, the Bolt Thrower, front line of Dryads here, second line of Lothern Sea Guard. We've got 2 Archers, Everqueen's Court Guards, 2 Spearmen. Over on the far side, there is a Handmaiden of the Everqueen. And yeah, as I said, Queen Bess is able to shoot up and over, and we already dropped 1 shot on that bolt thrower there, another one shooting now. And yeah, here it comes. Obviously, the High Elf player realizing he has no choice here but to advance up the hill. Very unfortunate situation. This is actually one of the new ocean battle maps, like the island battle maps, I guess is what you would call them. Most of them are pretty decent. There are a few that I think they should honestly remove from the multiplayer pool, like this one in particular, because it kind of forces you to fight in these very narrow passageways. It very much favors certain factions over the others. But anyway, 2 Gunnery Whites are going to be making their way over to this side of the field here to try and snipe out that Noble if he comes close. Meanwhile, Queen Bess continuing to just rain fire here, so yep, here it comes. Ooh, not quite a decent hit, but a little bit of a glancing blow there on those spearmen. One more shot, this time right into the center here. Will it connect? Looks like we're going after that bolt thrower. Lands right in the middle of the artillery crew, killing quite a few of them. Unfortunately, they are still going to be operational with all 3 pieces. But you can see the Everqueen's Court Guards kind of playing dodgeball here. I'm trying to hit them if possible. Obviously, they are a quite high value unit, but that one just ends up hitting the bolt thrower again. So we're going to start to switch onto some of these units that he's maybe not paying as close attention to, like these Lothern Sea Guard here. And, oh man, this should be a good one. Ooh, right in the center of the unit. That just killed about, yeah, maybe 60% of the unit, so that's pretty decent. Queen Bess doing her work, firing up and over this little hilly mound here. And another great shot going to be landing right in the center. That actually hit the Everqueen's Court Guards, Archers, and Spearmen, all a whole bunch, so it's looking pretty rough for the High Elves. The Noble's over here. He's trying to take down one of the gunnies, but the other gunny is shooting from the side, and he is taking quite a bit of damage. Looks like he's got an Earthblood here to try and keep him in the fight, but honestly, it's not going to be enough to really sustain here. Southern Gunnery White pulls away, and we're bringing in the Hounds for when he does rout. We can chase him off with them. Meanwhile, the Dryad front line's about to engage in this little pass here. The fall-colored trees fighting the zombies in the front line. Going to be a pretty decent engagement for the Dryads. Looks like Queen Bess just dropped some sweet friendly fire there, but hey, they're just zombies, right? Meanwhile, the Noble finally did get routed off by the Hounds. Unfortunately, the Handmaiden here got caught up by the bats, and I was able to get some polearms here as well, so things are not looking great. Alariel herself mixing it up in melee. She has really high melee defense, honestly. With martial prowess, it's 67 melee defense, so she is very tough to take down in melee, unless you have something with very high attack. Obviously, those zombies do not, so yeah. Here comes the moment we've all been waiting for, though. Because we've got this nice little line in this hot gates here, we're going to use that Vangeist's Revenge to just absolutely blast them. A brutal blow, and if things weren't going bad enough for the High Elves already, that is the dagger, just the absolute killing blow here. They are going to continue to fight on for some time. Archers still have quite a bit of ammo left, but yeah, things are not great. They have managed to kill some of the zombies, but there's still plenty more where that came from. I am going to be a little bit forgetful here to refill Queen Bess on ammo, but that's fine. Looks like the noble actually got killed by the hounds. Yep. That's pretty decent. This bolt thrower's been able to stay online, which is pretty impressive. And the archers, Lothar and Seaguard and others, continuing to try and shoot in here, but it's pretty hopeless at this point. High Elves definitely forced into a very unfavorable situation here. And yeah, like I said, I honestly think this map, like I fully admit that this map gave me the win more or less here, and I do think that this map should not be in the multiplayer rotation, but certainly it gives us a chance to get some nice cinematic shots of Queen Bess firing. Finally remember to refill her ammo in just a moment, but the Elves, being stubborn, haughty folk, going to continue to fight on here. You can see them crumbling away those zombies, probably doing a bit of friendly fire in the process, but the Morn-Ghouls are making their way up. Haven't really needed to use them much yet. Valariel's still fighting on horseback here, but yeah, it's not looking good. That Handmaiden's taking way too much damage from cheap zombie polearms, and you can see those Night Terrors just going to start to get absolutely mown down by archers. The overwhelming archer fire here definitely still pretty potent even in this late game, but you can see their BESS is refilled, and that will pretty much seal it off. BESS will be able to pretty much take care of the rest of these archers here, so yeah. Fun stuff, at least for me. Probably wasn't super fun for my opponent, but hey, I mean, he chose to play High Elves, right? Oh man, absolutely beautiful. This game's gorgeous. All these colors going on. We've got these red Night Terrors, the green High Elves, the nice little teal shots from the Everqueen's Court Guards there, the nice splashes of red and orange from Queen Bess. Beautiful cinematic stuff. You can see the hounds made their way up and around the back line, going to get into the artillery crew here, going to start to get into some of the dryads and like archers and stuff, just to try and finish things off. Valariel getting gunned down by the Admiral here, and the two gunnies in a nice triangle. Well, it looks like one of them actually going after the Handmaiden. She's going to come back and try and get after Queen Bess, but right as she touches Queen Bess, army losses hits, and she's going to rout. So that will be game. Well played to my opponent. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching that one. It's a little, like I said, the map absolutely gave me the win there. I mean, granted, I saw that it was that map and therefore chose to take Queen Bess. Ended up getting 202 kills and 196 from the Admiral. So between those two, they pretty much killed all of the High Elf army. The rest of this was basically just window dressing. I mean, yeah, the Gunnery Whites did kill the Noble, which was nice. Did some damage to the Handmaiden, which was really cost-effective. But at the end of the day, you know, it was just a rough situation overall for the High Elves here. And, I mean, in a more open map, this would have been actually a really good counter for what I had, because the Bolt Thrower could have easily sniped out Queen Bess. The archers will just mow down all of my expensive stuff, especially the Everqueen's Court Guards, like taking down my characters, and then the Night Terrors obviously will just die to all of the archers. The Dryads and Spearmen can cut through my zombies, and it probably would have worked out just fine. But, of course, on that map, giving Queen Bess such an advantage like that, yeah, definitely pretty tough. And I don't mind necessarily having line of sight blocking terrain on maps. I think it's definitely pretty favorable. But on that map in particular, let me just check quickly. Bleak Coast Isle North, that's it. So yeah, because this map, if we go ahead and just jump back into the replay one more time here to take a look, like I start out on high ground, he starts out on low ground. I've got these three kind of hot gates to defend. I've got line of sight blocking terrain to block my mortar type artillery. So especially for the Vampire Coast, this is like a best case scenario for them in terms of map. So I definitely think that as a result, this map really shouldn't be in the multiplayer rotation. There are a number of other maps like that that are particularly egregious, that really ought not to be in the multiplayer rotation. I'm forgetting the names of some of them. Maybe I'll have to make a video specifically dedicated to that, but I know there's one in particular, one of the Dark Elf maps, that like one person literally starts in a swamp, then the other person starts at the top of a hill in a forest. It's just absolutely brutal. Is it Doom something? I'm not really sure, but Doomgate? No, that's not it. One of these guys in here, Doom something. Something edgy dark elf. Anyway, yeah, there are just a few maps. I honestly think that they should maybe go through and take a look at the maps one more time and just make sure that all the maps in the multiplayer rotation are balanced. But still, fun battle. Nice to see Queen Bess used to good effect. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that at least. If you do like this sort of content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification button so every time I upload a sweet new battle report, you'll be notified. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.